Did you know that home theater projectors have been growing at a double-digit annual rate for the past 5 years, and last year alone more than 30% of new homeowners chose a projector over a traditional TV for their living rooms? It's a shift that's driven by the fact that people want an immersive experience without the bulk of a massive screen, and that's where the JVC LX-NZ30B steps in. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been testing it for a couple of weeks now, and I figured it would be worth sharing how it actually performs once you pop it out of the box. First off, the size of this thing is a pleasant surprise. It looks more like a large bookshelf speaker than the hulking box you'd expect from a 4K projector, which means you can tuck it on a side table or mount it on a ceiling bracket without turning your whole room into a high-tech showcase. The compact design doesn't sacrifice light output either. 3,300 lumens is bright enough to punch through most ambient lighting, so you don't have to go full dark to get a clean image. I tried it in a family room where the curtains were partially drawn, and the picture stayed vivid while the kids were still drawing on the kitchen table. The color performance is where JVC's BLU-Escent laser phosphor source really shines. It's not just a bright image, the reds, greens and blues feel natural and stay consistent across the screen. When I streamed a nature documentary, the deep blues of the ocean and the bright oranges of a sunset looked almost like the real thing, which is something you rarely get from cheaper lamp-based projectors that tend to wash out at higher brightness levels. If you're into gaming, the HDR 10 Auto mode automatically selects the right tone mapping, and I noticed the darker shadows held detail without turning into muddy blobs, something that can be a pain on a lot of budget units. Connectivity is another strong point. The LX-NZ30B comes with a full suite of inputs, HDMI 2 supporting 18 gigabits per second 4K, USB, and even a wireless option if you want to go cable-free. I connected my PlayStation 5, a streaming stick, and my laptop all at the same time, switching between them with a simple remote press. The auto picture mode is genuinely handy. You can pick HDR 10 or HLG, and the projector adjusts brightness, contrast, and color temperature on the fly, which saves you a lot of manual tweaking. This kind of set-and-forget experience is perfect for anyone who isn't a tech wizard but still wants top-notch picture quality. One of the things that often worries people is lamp life, and JVC addresses that with a 20,000-hour claim on its laser phosphor source. In practical terms, if you use the projector for about 3 hours a night, that's roughly 18 years before any major component needs replacement. The cost of a traditional lamp can add up quickly, so this longevity translates to real savings over time. I've also appreciated the low maintenance. There's no need to clean dust filters daily because the laser source generates far less heat than a conventional bulb. When it comes to everyday use, the projector feels surprisingly quiet. The cooling fan runs at a low pitch, and even during a high-contrast movie scene you won't hear a distracting whir. I've set it up in my home office for video calls, and the soft glow from the projected screen makes the room feel larger without feeling like you're staring at a glowing rectangle. For the kids' bedtime stories, it transforms the bedroom wall into a picture book canvas, and the built-in auto-tone mapping keeps the page-turn animation smooth without flicker. Now, no product is perfect, so let's talk about the downsides. The biggest limitation I ran into was the throw distance. You need a little more room than a short-throw projector to fill a 100-inch screen, which can be a squeeze in smaller apartments. Also, while the color accuracy is generally spot-on, you'll want to calibrate the picture if you're a color-critical professional. The factory settings are great for most viewers, but they're not a final grade-ready reference. Those are relatively small trade-offs when you weigh them against the bright, vibrant image and the ease of use. All in all, the JVC LX-NZ30B feels like a solid bridge between a high-end home cinema setup and a practical living room solution. The combination of bright, dynamic colors, a compact footprint, and hassle-free HDR handling makes it an appealing choice for families, gamers, and anyone who wants that big screen feel without the permanent installation headaches. If you're intrigued and want to see the exact specs or grab one for yourself, you can find the link in the description.